Okay, if you were asked to identify the amplitude of an equation or a graph, this is the easiest way of doing it. So this question specifically asks you which graph or equation has an amplitude of 3. Okay, we're specifically looking for 3. So in the equation, the number, the coefficient that occurs or you see before sine or cosine, it doesn't matter if it's sine or cosine, that number in front is your amplitude. So what is your amplitude for I? 3. So that's definitely 3. What's your amplitude for number 2? Understood 1. Understood 1. So this would be an amplitude of 1. The amplitude is 1, not 3. Okay, so that's the easiest way. You're just looking for the number in front of sine or a cosine. Okay, now for number 3 down there, when you're given a graph, the amplitude is up and down. Anytime you hear amplitude, it's up and down. So the distance from the x-axis up and down divided by 2 is technically what the amplitude is. But for Algebra 2 level purposes, the graph is going to go up the same distance as it goes down. So how many units do you go up and down from the x-axis in part 3? You go up 4, down 4. So the amplitude is 4. Okay. On the fourth one, same thing. You're going up 3, down 3. So the amplitude is 3. So you would select this one.
What happens if the up was 3 and the bottom was 2?
Okay, let me pause this and I'll answer that question. Pause, play. Okay, so for number 21, I'm only going to tell you what you need to know and not all the insides of it, okay? So on number 21, determine whether the function represents exponential growth or decay. If you're asked, is it growth or decay, look inside the parentheses. Inside the parentheses. If that number is greater than 1, if that number is greater than 1, it's a growth. If that number is less than 1, it is a decay. Okay. And the reason being, if you want to write this extra little note, that is because the equation is 1 plus r. So if you add a number to r and it's greater than 1, that means it's growth. And technically, you'll see some people explain decay as if you subtract something from r. The negative represents decay, smaller, and then the r is just the rate in which you're decaying or growing. Okay, so what is this, growth or decay? Is 1/2 greater than 1 or less than 1? Hopefully you all know that 1/2 is less than 1, therefore it's a decay. Part B says, what does the 128 represent? This beginning number of your function, the beginning number, the first number you see is where you begin. So this is the initial number of teams. So they're doing a tournament. So that 128 means there was initially, at the very beginning of the tournament, there was 128 teams. And what percent of teams are eliminated after each round? Well, common sense would tell you that 50% is, right? If you know anything about sports. But let's use that equation up here that we have for decay. 1 minus r. What am I subtracting from 1 to get to 1/2? 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. Okay, because inside my parentheses, I got 1/2. So that means I subtracted 1/2 from 1. So this means decay because I'm subtracting the 1/2. What is 1/2 changed to a percent? 50%.